y'all. Today I just want to talk about how with becoming a more sustainable consumer or transitioning to more of a zero waste lifestyle, I guess, in a way, how thrifting or using what I already own has become a big part of my life. And I think thrifting just kind of has come to me, if you can tell by my dad's office, he loves to collect little things or just finds like meaning in the smallest things. And I think his mentality of just like not throwing away things that you might find value in or meaning in, and instead just like treasuring them, has kind of been like instilled in me, and I've kind of now lived my lifestyle like that, and I just find value in a lot of things that I maybe didn't before. I think I first started thrifting when I was in high school, and I just kind of did it like for fun. My friend worked at the thrift store, and we would just be like pick out the weird, goofy stuff. But like I didn't really know what I was doing, and you can just tell. I'll give you some examples. So here's my first example of something that I bought in high school when I first started thrifting. It's not that I don't like these joggers or that they weren't a good thrift option. They're actually some of my favorite pairs of joggers that I've ever owned. I just think that I would go to buy things just to buy things and not really have a purpose for it. So for example, I bought so many flannels, and I just thought that every time I went to the thrift store, I needed to look for more flannels. The same goes for any travel destination t-shirt or sweatshirt, whatever it was. I feel like I wanted them to look so cool, but they weren't ever in the right size or color to be like fashionable, or I didn't know how to style them quite correctly. So from here, I started to actually go thrifting with the mindset that I needed something. So I wouldn't just like go thrift to thrift. I would go there with something in mind that I needed. So for example, one of them was like a workout short sleeve shirt. If it was Lululemon, that would have been optimal because they're super comfy. And I actually found one in the exact color that I wanted, and it was so perfect. I was so amazed by that. And from that point on, I kind of realized that I can go to the thrift store and find things that I need in life instead of going to stores like Target immediately to find stuff. My favorite example is my Halloween costume from this past year. I really wanted to be a alligator and then have my boyfriend be Steve Irwin. And my name is Allie, so like it's like alligator. I thought it was really funny. But I wanted to find everything from the thrift store, and I was so successful, and it just like keeps showing me that thrifting is the way to go, or buying used clothes or items is the best way to go. The other thing I want to bring up is that there are some people out there, specifically like Depop sellers, who will go to thrift stores and buy everything that they can or everything that they think is like trendy in a sense, and then they'll resell it for a much higher marked up value, kind of taken away from those less fortunate or who use thrift stores for affordable clothing. And that's why I really like the idea that like you have a purpose when you go to the thrift store, and you are there to buy something that you actually need instead of just browsing and buying everything that you can. Like you leave something for those who really need it if you don't need it. It's more sustainable, better on your budget, and better for everyone else overall. So then I started to put together some outfits, and from this, I knew what I needed from the thrift store in order to style or get the right fit that I wanted, and I think I started making some really fire outfits. On top of this, I was teaching my boyfriend like how to get a really good deal at any used equipment shop and whatnot, and we were out there climbing and snowboarding in style this last winter. So I don't really know where this video is going, but basically I'm just super excited about using what I have and going thrifting or buying used items, because it's just the next step towards a more circular economy where we're not producing anything new and we're using what we already have. Like there's so much out there. If we really work together, we can make a more sustainable future.